All right. So, as the video is titled, this is the Lion's Gate, and I am going live. I would like to take a moment to say thank you to everybody who tunes into these, and thank you to everyone who has participated in the spiritual life coaching that I've been doing. I really hope that these are getting through in a way that's effective, a way that is helping you to reach that higher level, reach that next, prompt from the universe to sort of reach further towards your, goals, your dreams, your desires, or just helps you to kind of get that aha moment from being stuck in celestial gridlock. I really enjoy doing these. This was a little impromptu because it is the Lionsgate and not an actual like full moon. Or I like to do these on the full moons, but it's such a significant moment in just coming full term with this is what we're doing. This is where we are. This is what I like to do. I'm going to ascend in this. I'm going to become a master at this. And now that I've ascertained the fact that this is what I'm going to be doing, now that I've made that proclamation to the universe, this is the direction that I'm heading in. How can I most effectively, without wasting time, because we all, I guess, love to do that and hate to do that, right? Depends on what you're doing to waste time. uh, but what am I doing to make this the most efficient and most worthwhile place and time to meet with said desire, said goal, said, ascended self? And I've been working with several clients very closely who have been having those strings of aha moments, who've been having those breakthroughs, and have come to the awareness that they have become the authority on something that they stepped out into, not really having much to say on said subject, but now have really dove deep into the life of that direction and have become that, and not only an authority, but now they are mentoring in those fields, which is wonderful to see, beautiful to see, and encouraging to see as I've been mentored, and I'm now seeing the seed take form and grow the stem, and the way that they are just connecting these dots and just crushing these, posts that they've put in front of themselves, just it's very inspiring. And so to them, I just sort of I give all of the encouragement, never the expectation, but definitely the accountability to say, well done. You did it. And now you're here, and now you're aware. And to anybody who's watching these, now you're here, and now you're aware. This portal is that jump shot into the awareness of I am here to do more than I've been living. I know that there's a certain level of toxicity between being the most important penguin on the polar cap, which is currently melting, and actually finding something to focalize into and get enough behind you that the experience turns to wisdom. So again, this is not a calling to, champion and, you know, beat the bad guys. This is more than that. Life is a lot more abstract. There's gray areas to what is good. There's gray areas to what is bad. So in saying that they've been called, They are simply adding to, you are simply adding to collective experience the vantage point that you have decided. Life as dot dot dot. You fill in the blank. And so with this Lionsgate portal, what's so significant with 8-8 and then 2024, another 8, is this is really where the feet have met the concrete and we are pushing. And now all of these juxtaposed viewpoints are adding consciously to that collective, you know, measure of this is the reality, no, this is the reality, no, this is the reality. And we're going to meet into this beautiful culmination and amalgamation of both. It's happened before, it will happen again, but we're experiencing it now. And we're experiencing it in such a way that the realization is I can win without having to sacrifice. I can win simply by giving of myself. And I know that this has been a common theme in the last few streams is, well, what can I give? Can I mentor somebody? Can I coach somebody? Can I, uh, can I just be supportive to those in my community? Can I just, can I be, if you need to even be less than that, can I make some cupcakes for a kindergarten class that my daughter attends? What have you? Add something selfless to the mix. You will be so overwhelmed with how much that catalyzes positive reinforcement in somebody else's life simply for catalyzing positivity in somebody else's life. Again, like I said to my clients and the people that are taking these spiritual life coaching sessions with me, it's all to your benefit, but there is no expectation. So with that, I'm going to get into the themes of Celestial that we are currently undergoing. I'm not going to go into a full planetary breakdown. Like I said, this is the Lionsgate. I do have some cards ready to go, and we're just going to kind of just go through it together. So in the forefront, we have, I grab my little handy list, material challenges. So we have these goals, we have these visions. Um, how are we going to materialize them? How are we going to make it happen? Where is it going to come from? So the challenge in and there of itself is, what are you providing that gives value, that can give you a return, and you can duplicate this to help further the vision. It's not about making money, it's about furthering the vision. Money is, period. You will always have access to money. You simply just have to create value behind a process that allows you to receive said money. And that is as simple as clocking in and clocking out. You've provided time in exchange for monetary exchange. Some people have transcended that, and I barter with a lot of my clients, and I love saying that. However, there's value behind that barter system. What I barter usually can also be acquired by monetary means. So again, getting beyond these material challenges does not equate to how am I going to make more money, but more, how am I going to provide more value? How will I become more of a valuable asset into the lives of those in my life that it will compound into value returned, which can include, but is not limited to, monetary exchange. Material challenges, for some, may be a little more abstract than that. For me personally, I'm building out my prototype, my final prototype of my patented invention. I think it's the first time I've said that out loud. I'm a patented inventor. And the materials went from exorbitant to, now that I've worked with, the wonderful students at UNLV, very base and beautiful, and it's wonderful. And I'm so happy, so very happy to be having this aha moment with the material challenges. There's still more ahead. This is the hard part, which we'll get into in a minute. But material challenges are definitely in the air. So just, it's not so much wondering how you will attain money to get beyond them. It's how will I provide more value in what I do to move beyond the challenge of material existence. Which moves us into feeling creative, which I feel like I just kind of a little bit went into. But that is an amazing asset that many people not fail to realize that they have access to, but when you are working from your sacral chakra, that creativity comes from the same place as your guilt. It comes from the same place as your charisma. So a lot of people will block themselves with the imposter syndrome of, well, I'm not that creative. I can't really do those things, to keep themselves under the radar. So right now is not the time, especially in a Lions portal. You have the great ideas. You just need space to execute them. So find your team, make a plan, make the space, and execute. And I'm going to record this and be posting it elsewhere. You'll find it on YouTube at Saturnal Kiss. Make the plan, make the space, and execute. In that order. So that way you can activate that creative within. Allow that creative space to just be creative as well. It doesn't always have to be about, like I said, it doesn't have material. Living is part of the status quo. Sometimes you can just create for the sake of creating. Again, to add to the positive effect of raising the vibration. We'll be going through feeling compassionate. So again, this is all the more reason to get out there, find somebody else to get in front of or get behind that needs that support right now. Truly needs that support right now. You know who this is. I shouldn't even have to do any kind of divination in you for you to see it. A name should have popped up immediately. So do that. And again, without expectation. Is that the hard part for some of us? Without expectation. We love contracts. I'm a Capricorn. There is nothing I love more than to say, hey, I'm going to do this for you, but can you do this for me? Accountability. I have to go way out of my way not to be like that. Now, a younger version of myself, yes. But again, wisdom, growth, prudence, cadence. We can be all that we need within our own circle of people. So be that for each other. Again, within your own means. Don't go so far beyond that you cut off your own legs. Emotional confusion is also in the air today. These are all themes of today. So this Lionsgate portal is bringing all of these themes. So emotional confusion. You may be in your feelings about something, someone, somewhere, something you saw just has you so outrageously all the way, turned on, ready to go, go, go. It's time for you to check the inner dialogue. It's time for you to sleep on it. It's time for you to pray on it. And if it's still bothering you 24 hours from today, then, it is what it is. Act then, not now. So the strong emotions are also following up with that. So again, the reason that it could be so confusing is because the feelings are very strong. Again, that's that lion gate energy. It's coming through very strong. And it's our ability to co-create, not a divisive measure to further divide us. And it can easily be used that way. Know where your head's at and know where you are. And this is how you can collaborate. Again, you're not my enemy. We're just have different viewpoints. We should be able to collaborate. At least that's what I believe. Of course, some others, that's their philosophy. Harmonious connections will be unveiled. So, in doing these deep dives into this is how I feel, can I validate you? Can you validate me? Can we find middle ground? That's what this is coming to the effect of. We need to see the friend in our enemies right now. We are being so hard pushed in all directions that we can't even speak to people that we've grown up knowing without avoiding certain banter, or discourse, without discord that's been sown into our everyday conversations. So again, it's finding and really observing intention, and that way you can work around that. Again, you are not my enemy. I know you. We grew up together. And even if you are a stranger, I would take a stranger and help them without any expectation of them or giving any proclamation of who I am as a person, like imposing that on them. It's a difficult concept to grasp, but it's just about being just human enough to say, hey, we all need each other. Again, I think that's going to be the main. We all need each other. Hello. It's okay to ask for help. Help. Wink in the camera. Help. No. But you'll find more of that help, just by excusing more than tolerating. Like, it has nothing to do with personal lives right now. It has nothing to do with personal lives. It has everything to do with getting out there and supporting your community. That's just what it is right now. Let's see. Which leads us right into asserting your needs. I I did this. This is like, it's coming up one after the other today. So I mean, material challenges leading to feeling creative, that will lead you to feeling compassionate, that will lead you to the emotional confusion of compassion, to strong emotions about these emotional confusion, that will unveil these harmonious connections that you actually have, all this help that you actually have, instead of this storyboard of you alone on an island being the most important penguin moving pebbles all by yourself. Nobody wants that story anymore because it doesn't exist. To assert your actual needs, because people want to help you with those needs. I feel like I'm getting loud, and I apologize. Because I want to help. I want to help. If you're somebody that I know, DM me. If you're somebody that I don't know, DM me. I want to help. And I need your help. That's what this portal's all about. Can somebody help? Can we get some help? I'm sorry, I'm by myself right now, and I am losing my mind, and it's been going on like this all day. But this is the truth. The truth is, we need help. So we're gonna do this mantra right now, or this affirmation, or this vocal prayer, and just repeat after me. My boyfriend's about to come in too, so just be aware. I practice forgiveness and let go of grudges, embracing compassion and understanding towards myself and towards others. That is the affirmation for the week. And coming in next week, we will be feeling that Leo energy coming through. So again, that brilliance, that dedication to shine and be in the spotlight and do all this doing. I feel like I've been running a marathon this past month because there is just too many things. I'd be on in front of this camera for at least 45 minutes extra if I were to just get real with you guys and talk about all that I've been undergoing, undertaking, transforming into, transforming away from. It's a light show right now. It's wild, but it's definitely impactful. It's important, and it's going to bring value to so many, and I'm so excited to share when it's time to share. So stay tuned. We're also in the finality of embracing our authenticity in our relationships. Not that that's going to go away, but it's been very important now to let the people around us in and let them know who we are. And it's important for the people around us to let us know who they are authentically. That shouldn't cause waves, that shouldn't cause discourse or discord. It should be a welcomed sigh of relief. At least I know who you are. The good, the bad, and the gray. All right, let's get into these cards. First, we're going to get into the weight riders. And this is our Lionsgate. So it's going to be pairs of two, two, and two. So let's get into it. So first we have the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, you guys can see that. And this guy is just toiling away. It's the sign of just it's time to do the work. This Lionsgate portal is activation, and getting through is going to take due diligence, daily action, especially today. What really, like, look at what you are doing today, and that's going to be the type of work that is I'm talking about. This bringing value instead of bringing money. That type of work is what you should be collaborating on, building on, compounding on, to create the gains that you want to see. Again, materialistically speaking, this vision is Three of Wands, magic number, collaboration, all of the right things. I'm in the right place. I'm doing the right things at the right time. Let's go. 888. The messages that I made today, the chords that I cut today, I mean, you can't make it up. It's very much like a movie. That's the energy today. You can't make it up. Moving along into the inside world, Destiny, and the Hierophant. Fate will always lend itself to the actions that you are taking every day. The outcome's already secure. If you're a Christian, then you understand that the battle's already been won. Correct? So there's nothing to do than what is available for you to do, and that is to take action. Because it's not enough to know that you've already won. You have to arrive every day ready to win, consecutively, day after day. Emotionally, win. Financially, win. In your relationships, win. And that does not mean every win is a win. Sometimes that L is a win that you didn't see was a win. But for the most part, it's already preordained. So you are not going to feel suddenly out of position for that big blessing that is coming, so long as you're doing the work. And sometimes the work is internal, not external. Again, this is about the inside self. You are exactly where you're supposed to be at this moment. And I'm sorry if that's suffering. Find your way, do the work, and get out of there. If you're under a scrutiny, if you're living, abused by the world around you, how did you get there? How will you get out? You already know. You already know. The King of Wands is that inner fire and that inner magic, that inner sovereignty, that creativeness within us. Let the creative out. Because all that you are creating right now is being materialized, it is being manifested as you see it, as you have seen it. You are going to make it happen. For one of my Instagram people and another one, the health and wealth, the money. I am going to take just a quick pause here. I want to take a moment because I have one of my clients who's going through this very big shift. Now, when I met them, they were an entirely different person than who they are today. And I'm going to read out their manifestation before I get into the last two sets of cards. Again, this is a gateway, so in the middle of this gateway, I'm going to elevate their manifestation simply because this young man is doing a lot and again is running. His life is like a light show. If you're in the quantum field, your life is like a light show, and we need the help. So collectively, in the same era of like 1980s Saturday cartoons when they stare into the screen and they're like, "We need your help." Give that energy right now to this young man. And as you give, you also receive, but again, without expectation. But that's the nature of this exercise, is as you want good for this young man's manifestation, so too do you want for your own. And so I want for you as well. You want for me as well. And we uplift each other. And so his reads titled 888. He wrote this today. Today works. Today marks the day 888, an opening. I am placing all my energy into one thought and one thought only: getting into a prestige school, Harvard. Getting into a prestige school, Harvard. May this be the only thing, but the size of this is immense. I'm manifesting this. I, capitals, will get in. I put this in the universe during this opening and will give it my all. So if we could all just uplift for that young man, that manifestation, and simply out loud or in your mind affirm, and so it is. All right, moving forward. I put that in the middle of the gate for that young man. We are moving into the next two cards, which are to do with the outer self and the outer world. And how appropriate that we just did this huge collective manifestation. And we see the Nine of Swords as a bird has been knocked out of the sky, that dared to fly so high, and now it plummets, having been struck by one of these swords. The heavy metal, the fight, the clash, the dreams dashed. But it dared to fly. That's the important part. We will find obstacles. It's not enough just to say, I'm going to manifest this. It's important to do the hard stuff, the hard work, and be prepared to fall ungraciously from the highest point of your journey. Because again, as fate card teaches us, it's all been preordained. So we will experience these moments, these days where we are dealing with that, outside force that seems greater than us, that seems to outnumber us, and has us plummeting some days. Like today. You can be there. But it's important to realize that within us, the victory is already in hand. The victor. We play to win. We fight to win. Nobody ever went into a fight saying, I'm going to lose this one. Unless they were paid an enormous amount of money. But even then, it was a W to somebody. So, as great as our victories are, we have to be prepared to fall as extravagantly in order to really put ourselves in the weight and the readiness to receive said victory. Moving on past these external forces, Andromeda energy, adventure, say yes to change. We are encouraged to simply jump in. And we see a pair of feet into this iris of this universe, this collection of cosmos, this new reality, this new paradigm. We're encouraged today to fully, with all our heart, dive in. The karmic relationships between ourselves and the former paradigm, we will see that slowly making more and more distance as time goes on through the closing of this year, and even more so as we approach the next landscape. This karmic relationship, Orion energy, polarity, our soul growth, and our conflict. We see a woman who sees herself karmically reset and now gains distance. The old life from the new. The old world from the new. The old paradigm from the new. I want to thank everybody that's kind of like hanging out. I don't really see comments or anything until after I'm done with these, so I will be responding to those. If you joined in, great. Again, everybody that's been doing this life coaching journey with me, the spiritual life coaching, I just want to thank you guys for your participation. I want to also thank everybody that tunes into these regularly. You guys are really amazing and have been so supportive and have helped me. And those that are in my personal life, those who help me. I just want to say thank you, and so I'm really celebrating you all during this landscape. All right. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night, and take care of each other.